Okay, let me just be very clear here. I think the common denominator in all of these storylines is meth, and we're just not talking about it. Let's get into it. Marcelino and Brittany. So Brittany was not what I thought she would be. Like, I expected, I guess from how she was described to us, I expected for her to be so different. She's such a sweetheart. I really like her. Dare I say she's my favorite character on this show. Like, I am team Brittany because when we meet her, she's just very, I feel like she is somebody who really wants to change. Like, out of all the prisoners, I feel like this particular character, Brittany, really, I feel like this is it for her. Like, she really wants to do better. She wants to have a relationship with her son. She's very thankful to Marcelino. She's just a very kind person, and I feel like she's somebody who's ready to have a life outside of meth and outside of, you know, prison. All of those things that she was doing before, I feel like she's actually done, and this time is it for her. At least that's my hope, and that's what I'm getting. Did he really just ask her if she wants him to do donuts in a Kia Soul? Dude, your car ain't got that ability. Calm down. Calm down. Okay, so I'm gonna just say it. I don't think that Marcelino is good for Brittany. I feel like he's like infatuated with her. I don't think he loves her. I think he's infatuated with this idea of her, that he's made like this kind of idea of her, but I don't think he really knows her. And I don't think he really listens to her. She seems to be like some kind of trophy that, you know, I got her out of prison. I made her over. I made her into this. Like, I feel like he wants to mold her into something that will please him, but he doesn't really listen to her, because even when she's, you know, she's fresh out of prison, he is already crowding her, right? She asks for some space. She goes off, walks into the desert or whatever it is, and she just needs some time to clear her head. She's like, can I just have a moment, babe? Pulls over, okay, lets her out. Then here he comes smothering her again and kissing on her. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. And I'm like, get a girl some space. Let her clear her head. She just got out of prison. And I noticed this with a lot of the people who have been waiting for the prisoners to get out. They crowd them immediately. They don't give them space. Let them learn the world. Like, Lizzie's been out for 10 years. Let her learn the world. She's been gone for 10 years. The world has changed substantially. Like, give these people space to breathe and get reacclimated into society. He is smothering her. He can't keep his hands off of her. And when she's saying she needs space, he doesn't hear her. Like, he does not listen to her. Oh, Brittany, you deserve better. Oh. So, I don't know, y'all. Lizzie, what is going on? I swear that she is high all the damn time, especially in her confessionals. When I'm watching Lizzie in her confessionals, I'm just like, come on, this is a substance. She is obviously on some kind of downer. She can't keep her eyes open when she's doing it. And it's uncomfortable to watch it. I'm like, I'm hoping that y'all are not giving her something to keep her up so that she can do these confessionals. Because Lizzie, something's going on with Lizzie. It's really, really different. Even the whole flighty prison Marilyn Monroe act, running to get candy. Scott, come on. I'm like, girl, what is going on? You know what? Scott at some point is going to have to tell Lizzie no. And I think he's afraid because he doesn't want to lose her, but I feel like he's still going to lose her and still be in debt. So it's like, at some point, tell her no so you can lose her while you still got some change, bro. Okay, so this will probably be the first and only time I'm on Lizzie's side. Maybe she'll surprise me some more. I still think she's scamming Scott, right? But I feel like she's been very upfront with that. Here's my problem with Scott. Lizzie hasn't seen her daughter in 10 years. She hasn't seen the freaking outside in 10 years. Just like Marcelino, he's crowding her. She just wanted to spend some time with her daughter. He breaks down outside, starts crying. Lizzie is looking for him, but she wants them all to spend time together as a family. She finds him outside. He's like, I don't think you love me because you pushed me. You rejected me. And Lizzie, I look down. Yeah, Scott, I'm wrong because I look down. Something is up with that woman. But I'm team Lizzie on this one. Like, let the woman just breathe. She's like, I've been out of prison, 6 hours, and he's crying because I'm not spending enough time with him. Are you serious, Scott? Like, grow the hell up. I'm so sad for his son because I feel like Scott has been so irresponsible that his son has had to step in and be Scott's father when the boy is still growing. Like, she's fresh out of prison and you want to talk about where your relationship is going. What? And that makes me very concerned for Lizzie because she's obviously someone who has had a heroin addiction. You cannot put all of this stress on somebody who's fresh out of prison and has an addiction, who has not got the proper help for their issues, because that's always their outlet. Stress, sadness, joy, whatever. They run to that drug to help them cope. And I'm just very concerned that he is not the right partner for her. Maybe Jasmine is right. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. Something is up with Lizzie. Matt and Kaitlyn. I think that the prison did not want their process to be filmed for safety reasons, of course. So that is why they dropped off Matt at the gas station. I don't think that's their normal procedure. I think that's their procedures when cameras are filming their process. And I guess for safety, so people don't get ideas or whatever, they say, you know what, we're just gonna drop them off at the gas station. That's what I think happened, and that's why I think they were very hostile with her. You know what? All I want to say is shout out to the season 2 bonus because they are using the hell out of this drone, okay? We got that dope drone shot with Lizzie in the pool, and then we get this drone shot of Kaitlyn like pacing the gas station, waiting for Matt. Come through season 2, money, work! The fact that Kaitlyn is worried about Matt being out of prison because he's comfy in prison, like she's concerned because he's so comfortable in there, that concerns me. I'm just like, who in the hell is comfortable in prison? What is his life like outside of it? He got problems, Kaitlyn. Oh my gosh, I feel so sorry for her because I feel like he is going to break her heart. Oh God, he has to want to be healed, honey. He has to want to get the help. The fact that prison is comfortable for him, something up. And you don't need that kind of drama or pressure on you at all. Especially when you got a mother that's dealing with her own. Oh, Kaitlyn's reaction to Matt. I'm concerned for her because Matt is an addict, right? And I could see her getting hooked on meth just to keep Matt. You know what I mean? Like, her reaction was way over the top. Open the door! Is that him? I'm like, girl, ain't no man. It was just a lot. And it was a lot to the point where it was concerning. Like, she's obsessed with him. She is obsessed with Matt. He not obsessed with you. He obsessed with meth, girl. He got a problem. How the hell do they get the internet to be making these profiles? Okay, so we finally get to see Matt. Even after meth, he don't look that bad. So could you imagine what he looked like before meth? So I think that Kaitlyn, yeah, she putting all her eggs in this basket because I don't think that Kaitlyn thinks that she could ever get somebody like Matt that looks like him, that comes from his pedigree. Because, you know, Kaitlyn come from the other side of the tracks. Matt has a good home, but he got problems, girl. You don't need that kind of mess in your life, Kaitlyn. You know, poor thing. So at Matt's confessional, he says that he wants to get married to Kaitlyn and have some kids, and maybe that will keep him out of prison. What the hell is his obsession with prison? If prison is the best choice for him, girl, no, this is not good. This is not good, Kaitlyn. Oh, this storyline is going to be so juicy for all the wrong reasons. So then we get Kaitlyn in this worn, like, lime green pajama baby doll dress with these big, like, Western boots. The fashions. Matt, like, she has her legs wrapped around Matt. She's smothering him like Marcelino. He is gripping her bony butt. She's inspecting his body and she's like Frenching him down, fresh out of prison. This girl loves him. To kiss a man fresh out of prison. He's talking about how he don't have the proper things to clean his body. Woo! And she's sucking on his tongue. Ain't no man. No. And then, then Matt says, I'm sick of my hand, I'm ready for Kaitlyn. Sir, we didn't need to know that. And then he pulls out his rusty peanut. This couple, oh gosh, Kaitlyn, I want it to work out for you because you are a sweetheart. I feel like Kaitlyn is such a sweetheart. I feel so bad for her. I feel like she is somebody who has wanted love her whole life and she has not gotten it. And I feel like she has found it in, or she thinks she's found it in Matt. And I'm like, girl, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. God wouldn't give you that. That boy got problems. And only he can fix it, but he don't want to be fixed. That's the thing. Matt doesn't want to be healed. Like, he wants to go back to prison. He wants to do meth. Like, that is the first time I've ever heard anybody like talk about meth meth in prison in such a like positive way. Wow, where the hell did y'all get this couple from? This show, if y'all don't get an Emmy, man, robbed. Tracy and Clint. So shout out to you guys, okay? Because y'all be having the tea. Thank you for letting me know about Clint in the mugshot. Thank you for letting me know that Clint's ex-wife with the John and Kate +8 here was a felon as well. Like, y'all be having some receipts, which is why I'm so glad I'm doing this show, because I find out so much more and it really, really does help me. So thank you guys for the tea. But I'm not surprised that Clint ran a semi-automatic truck into what? A shopping mart. He seems like the type. I'm surprised he's only ran one truck into a shopping mart. Like, Clint got the look. He got the look up. Can we be real crazy? Clint is on his way to get Tracy, and this relationship to me is already crashing and burning because just how Tracy talks to Clint, she knows that she has this guy by the nose. She knows, like, Tracy is scamming. I can hear it in her voice, and Clint has no idea. His mama know. His mama know her son getting scammed, but she just want him to be happy, even if she knows that he's getting scammed. And then when she like goes to put him on the plane, something is up. Why are you treating him like he's sick? She's sitting over here crying that her son is about to get on the plane. I don't think she's crying because she knows he's going to get scammed by Tracy. I think she's crying because Clint is getting on a plane unsupervised, and she know what kind of kid she got. This show. Now let's get to the couple that we're all here for, the triple that we're all here for, Megan, Michael, and Sarah. So Megan is on her way to go meet Michael, and so is Sarah. Sarah got matching king and queen shirts going to pick up a man that she's married to while he got a whole nother girlfriend. I cannot with this freaking storyline. Bravo to the producers. What? Can we talk about how Megan is a brat? Like, the way she talks to her father and her brother, two people who are very concerned about her. Because let's be real, they know that Megan is getting played. And I think they've been here with her before. But she is so nasty when her brother is like asking just simple, honest questions that somebody would ask a family member who was in a relationship with a felon they've never met. And she is just getting nasty. Well, you don't need to know that. Well, I know that. She is so nasty and bratty. She seems to be very sheltered and very spoiled. Maybe she's the only girl in the family, like the only daughter, because she is, maybe she's the youngest too, because she's very, very nasty. Very, very nasty, and everybody just deals with it. She was talking to her father all kind of crazy, and I'm like, I've never seen a black kid talk to their parent like that, but Megan can, and she was talking to her brother who was giving her, I was going to say something else, who was giving her bratty behind a ride to the airport, and she was very nasty to him. I don't like that about Megan. I really, really don't. I'm not cool, and I can't believe that I came into this feeling bad for her. Now I'm team Sarah because her and Michael, nasty. Okay, speaking of Sarah, let's talk about this black scent. Can we go there? Okay, so Sarah is driving in a car, talking to Michael on her way to go pick him up, and she's like talking to him, and then he's very concerned about how his daughter, this is the thing, Michael is trash, but he really loves his daughter. From the way he talks about her, he goes about it in a terrible way, but he's very concerned about his daughter. He talks about her in all of his confessionals. However, he's still trash. But anyway, he's very concerned about his relationship and how, you know, if his daughter will know him or whatever. And Sarah tries to reassure him. But suddenly she goes from sounding like Jessica Simpson to sounding like Remy Ma. And I am confused. Like, she was just talking to him, and then she's like, oh, don't even worry about none of that. Don't worry about none of that. I was like, what the hell just happened? Sweet little Cabbage Patch Sarah. Even her face, did y'all see her face? Don't worry about none of that. I'm like, what? Megan being a brat does not make what Michael did to her okay. So Megan, with this stank walk, is walking in the airport up to her flight or whatever. And while she's checking in these unflattering pajama pants, I'm like, you about to go see a dude? You about to go get your back blown out for the first time. Girl, you got to be looking ready. You don't know how he gonna be when you get off that plane. But she's in these like pajama pants that are like, you know, just accentuating her coochie gut with this like oily side banging bun. And I was like, oh, Megan, oh, a makeover is needed. Anyway, she's there, and while she's checking in, he calls her and tells her not to come because he has something special for them and he wants to do it later. And I was so mortified for her. So mortified for her. Not only did he do this to her right when she was there about to check in, she did it in front of her brother who already had reservations about Michael. Mortified. Then the girl goes to the bathroom and just starts crying like, he doesn't want to see me. And I felt bad. She's a brat, but nobody deserves to be treated like that. What Michael did was absolutely horrible. Horrible. But Megan and Sarah still gonna go after him. I feel like even after it's revealed that he's playing the both of them, they're still going to be fighting for his attention. So sad. He picked the right ones. He picked the right ones. Matt and Kaitlyn. Matt has never successfully completed parole, but he thrives in prison. Like, y'all, this is the first time I have ever heard anybody have such a good report about prison. Prison, not jail, y'all, prison. Something is wrong with this dude, Kaitlyn. And I feel like Kaitlyn knows, but she don't care because he kind of cute and he got a good home life. Oof, girl, this is not gonna go well for you. Poor thing, poor thing, poor thing. Oh gosh, Kaitlyn. You know, Matt isn't well. I don't think that Kaitlyn is well either because they have sex. This couple is really open with the cameras. Like, he's showing his wee-wee. They're having sex in like the bushes. Like, while the cameras are still recording, they are way too comfortable. Weird and weird. Anyway, after having sex with Matt, I'm sorry, Kaitlyn, she's like, she can't get herself together. Sorry, girl. She's like shaking, you know, she's just like, I'm about to cry. This is the first time I've had sex with someone that I really love. It's just, it's so beautiful. I'm like, you just got slayed by prison dick. Can we be real? In a forest, and you are crying and shaking like it's the best thing that ever happened to you. Girl. Kaitlyn, I want better for you. Honestly, I do. I've noticed something. And let me know if you've seen it too. Matt seems off to me, and I don't think it's just meth. I think he was off before meth, and meth just magnifies whatever is going on with him. He gives me a cute Clint. Like, you know how we know there's something going on with Clint, but nobody talks about it? The same thing with Matt. Like, there's something else going on. Meth just cloaks what he's been dealing with. Because he's clean now. So something is up. Something up with Kaitlyn too, but I just feel like she just had problems, like family issues that is just, you know, weighing on her. But I think there's like a chemical imbalance with Matt and Clint. I do. Just hearing him talk and everything and just how he processes things, I'm like, there's something else going on. And that normally happens with a lot of people who have mental issues. Drugs is like an escape. My dad had some, you know, issues as well, and drugs were an escape for him. So I'm thinking that's the same thing that's happening with Matt. They leave out so much. This show and 90 Day Fiancé, they leave out so much vital information about the cast. that we end up finding out later and going back and piecing the story together and just like, oh, this makes so much sense, because nobody just gets on meth to get on meth. Something is up with Matt. You know what? Y'all always know. What's up with Matt? Give me the tea. I know one of y'all got like his paperwork or something. Let us sister know what's really going on with him. Finally, a moment where I feel like I've underestimated Kaitlyn. She doesn't want to marry Matt right away. She wants him to get himself together, get a good job. Then she'll think about marrying him. And I was very shocked when she said that she was not ready to marry him. I'm like, wait, what? Because I feel like she was so obsessed with him, she'll do whatever she wants. But I feel like there's some common sense left in her, and I'm going to hold on to that for her. And I hope that gets her through this relationship when it falls apart. Because even hearing Matt talk about prison and not being sure that he could make it through and not sure that he could make it out of prison successfully, and he just doesn't have any hope in himself, and I don't feel like he wants to yet. It's like, I just got out of prison. I don't want to look for a job. I want to have some fun. I want to relax and rest. You've been in prison. You've been relaxing this whole time. You've been having your feet up and having a good time at the prison Disneyland that you were at because you want to go back. Like, he's very immature. He got a lot of problems, and I'm very, very afraid for Kaitlyn's heart. Real talk. Tracy and Clint. So we finally get to meet Scamming Tracy. And baby, when I tell you she is scamming, she is scamming. Because first of all, when she sees Clint, I don't think she even recognizes him, okay? When she sees him, she's like, then she puts on like this fake excitement thing and runs to his arms and jumps on him and almost takes him down because she's gained 20 pounds since she's been in prison. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, sis, let me tell you something. That ain't 20 pounds, but go ahead on and tell Clint that lie, okay? But just from how she's acting, I'm like, Tracy, you are scamming. But she got a good one because Clint is oblivious and he will do whatever she wants. And the fact that even though her looks have changed substantially, he's like, this is my goddess. And I was actually watching this storyline and I was like, I hope this works out. Like, I really, really do. Because I feel like their crazy can match in a healthy way if they both get help. If they don't, this is going to crash and burn. But I really wanted to work for Clint because he is obsessed with Tracy. Like, whatever she wants, he'll do it. Whatever she wants. And you know what? Since we're here, can we talk about how creative prisoners are? Tracy got freaking pencil on her eye as like eyeshadow. She made like lead. She crushed it down, I guess, and made like eyeshadow out of pencil. And is that healthy? I don't think that's healthy. And then she like made mascara out of toothpaste and coffee. And very creative in prison. Very creative. Tracy, another felon that can't stay out of prison. What kind of prisons are they going to where it's so attractive to keep on going back? She's another one like Matt. Never successfully completed parole. Always keeps on going back into prison. How? How is it so enticing? I filmed in prison in an abandoned prison for one day, couple hours, y'all. I was scared straight. First of all, the bed is like, it's not even a twin bed. It's half of a twin bed. The toilet is right there. Like, how? How could you want to live like that? How could you want to live in a place where you got to make mascara out of toothpaste and coffee? Tracy, get help. You should not be even thinking about going back to prison, sis. The fact that she was saying she couldn't stay out of it, I'm like, wow. This is the first time I've ever heard anybody talk so positively about prison. So straight-haired women, let's talk. Y'all are getting scammed at the hair salon. Tracy had to pay $350 for cut and color, and she had to pay for her drinks. What? Those drinks should have been on the house. She was spending $350 for her hair, and she got to give tip? Wow. Y'all really be paying that much money at a hair salon? Never. If I'm paying that kind of money, I'm getting a whole shebang. Wash, color, cut, deep condition, full head weave with Peruvian straight yaki hair, eyebrows, nails. Like, that's the whole shebang at a black salon. Wow. You know what? Maybe I need to start doing hair for white people. So Tracy is running Clint's credit card dry, and I guarantee you that's his mama's credit card. I don't think that's his. I think that his family got him that card and they monitor it like crazy. But he is spending all of this money on this woman because he just wants to make her happy. Whatever Tracy did to him, she put a number on that dude because he is obsessed with her. Obsessed. And I'm like, Tracy, I know you're scamming, but I hope I'm wrong. I really want to be wrong because he's so obsessed with her. And I feel bad. I really, really do. Even though he's a little off, I don't think he should be taken advantage of. Even though he runs semi-automatic trucks into shopping marts, I still don't think that he should be scammed. You know, I also thought in this scene, but I watched the next episode, so I realized I was wrong. But I felt like Clint was starting to notice that maybe Tracy was too much for him, because she's a lot. Tracy is a lot, and I don't think that Clint can keep up with her, but I feel like he's so mesmerized by her right now that he just will look past all of that. And first of all, can we talk about how Tracy is almost 40? What? I thought she was way past it. Now, if she would have said I'm almost 50, that would have been believable. Prison, man. Oh, prison. How do you want to go back, girl? Look what it done to you. Okay, now I realize why Clint's mother is very concerned and probably, gave him that family credit card that she's watching. Because Clint goes to this lingerie store and is spending $200 on lingerie for Tracy, on bra and a lace thong. And I'm like, first of all, Clint, can we be real? You got not even Victoria's Secret money. You got a JCPenney budget. You can get her a nice box thong and a nice little push-up bra and she will be fine with that. You could have spent that money in such a better way on the both of you. You getting her hair done for almost $400. Then you spending all this money on bra and on one bra and one pair of panties. And I'm like, dude, this is why your family watches you. You don't know what you're doing. Then we get to Tracy's makeover. Oh, woo! Mother stuffed herself in this Charlotte Russe dress with these pumps. These pumps that look like they were giving her a hell of a time to walk in. She presents herself to Clint. Her spanks are showing. One titty is sitting up here. The other titty... Oh, Tracy is a mess. Good TV. Good TV. I'm still Team Brittany. Seriously, y'all, I really hope she gets the help she needs, because she seems really ready to just live a good life out of prison. She's the only one who's just she doesn't want to go back. And I believe her. I believe that she is done. She is tired. I just feel like she's in this situation with Marcelino because she just needs support. And she deals with a lot from him, but she's not comfortable with that dude yet. And he is so pushy and smothering, and I just feel so bad for her. I really, really, really do. I hope that she has taken this money that they get from this show and has really just went out on her own and got the help that she needs, because I can really see her making a change for the better. Because I feel like she wants it, guys. I really, really do. Oh, that dress. At least he tried. No woman, unless you're Tracy, wants that lime green dress with a choker. No. But he tried. He tried. But she was like, let me do the shopping, baby. You just pay for everything. I'll pick. So Brittany having sex with Marcelino for the first time, I felt uncomfortable because she wasn't. She goes into the bathroom, closes the door, gets ready to take a shower. He opens the door oh, I'm getting ready to take a shower. And she's like, you are? Didn't even ask her for permission. This dude, I'm not liking him, y'all. I am not liking him. She was so uncomfortable when he walked in there and started getting undressed and then hops in the shower. Then she gets in, and I honestly feel like she had sex with him because, one, I don't think she felt like she could say no, and two, she felt obligated because he was taking care of her. And that just made me feel so uncomfortable. Even when she was talking about how he lifted her up or whatever, I'm like, Brittany, you ain't want to do that. You did not want to do that with him. You were not ready. You were fresh out of prison. Y'all are just really getting to know each other. And he didn't even, he doesn't take cues. He doesn't know when she's not comfortable with him. He just bulldozes her feelings, and I don't like him for her. I really, really don't. Or any woman. No woman should be treated like that. He does not listen at all. And here he goes with, she needs the loving that only a man can give. Bro, you gonna get real humbled when your dream girl gets bagged by another woman. You better calm down. You better calm down because Brittany don't seem like she's too secure in you either. Guys, Brittany is really getting my heart. Like this scene where she's getting ready for her date with Marcelino and she's looking in the mirror and she's playing with her hair and she's just so grateful. So grateful. I like her. She is my favorite on this show. I want everybody to win. I really, really want her to win because I feel like she wants it. She really, really does. Okay, so at dinner, Brittany, fresh out of prison, didn't have sex with this dude. He asked her, where does he see their relationship in 5 years? Dude, she just got out of prison. What is up with these cast members who don't realize that the person who just got out of prison needs some space? Let them have fun. Talk to them for a minute. Why are you asking her? She just got out of prison and you're asking her where she sees your guys' relationship in 5 years? What? Dude, you don't even really know her like that. You think you do. Brittany, get away from Marcelino. I mean, she left one prison for another one. He is very controlling, very nasty. I hated the way he treated her at the dinner when she did not answer the question the way he wanted to. He like takes her food away, starts saying real mean things to her, starts getting really nasty with her, and I don't like it at all. I want her to get away from him. He is not good for Brittany at all. I see him pushing her back to prison and addiction, and she doesn't want to go there, but the way he is treating her, he is working on her mind mentally. Somebody who's already coming from a fragile mental state from being in prison is dealing with the dude that is tearing her down. Hell no, Marcelino, you gotta go. Megan, Michael, and Sarah. Team Messy. So we cut to Megan, after Michael has humiliated her in front of her brother at the airport, waiting for Michael to call her, sitting by her phone, waiting for him to call her. And I'm like, you still want to talk to this dude? Then you cut to Sarah, who was outside the prison crying, like waiting for Michael to get set free. And I'm like, trash. He is such trash. But I bet you to this day, the both of them are still fighting over him. We finally get to meet Michael and Sarah is just crying. She is like distraught. She can't stop hugging him. She can't stop kissing him. She's breaking down. And I'm like, Sarah, you better than me because I wouldn't have done all of that. First of all, I would have been staring at him and looking at him. And the first question I would have asked him is, who braided your hair? Because that's some good braids. Okay. Like, whose legs are you sitting in between to get your hair braided? What's going on, boo? So, Michael finally get to meet him in his confessional. Seems a little off. Like, just very slow in his talking. Which is, I feel like he's, like, under some kind of substance. Because in his scenes, he's not that slow. But in the confessional, he's, I'm like, are they serving them drinks? Like, something's going on in the confessional. They are giving them something because the cast, especially the prisoners, when they are doing their scenes, they are very inebriated. Like something is going on because they are different in the confessionals than they are in their scenes. Anyway, Michael gives us this whole spiel about how the system wanted to lock up a black man. He didn't have a fair shot. He thought that he should have went to juvie, but they charged him as an adult and he went to prison. Listen, the justice system is unfair to people of color, specifically black people, specifically black men. You are right about that, Michael. But let's be real, bro. Okay? They can't catch you if you don't want to get caught. Why in the hell were you jacking cars and robbing people? Yes, they got you off the streets. Yes, they imprisoned you. Thank God, because you know what? It's better to have a jacking charge than a capital murder charge, okay? So thank God that they got you off the streets, you robbing and jacking people. You better thank the Lord that that's all you went to jail for, because you could have did capital murder, because none of y'all Negroes who do all this hard jacking and robbing people know how to shoot. You're always killing people and shooting people who are not the intended target. So thank God they got you off the street. But yes, brother, the system is unfair. It's unfair to people like Khalif Browder, not you. Not you. You were being a freaking menace to society. At this point, the system worked. I should have went to juvie. You shouldn't have been jacking people. And he had the nerve to be hugging, kissing on Sarah, talking about he wanted to eat some coochie. All this stuff he capping her head up with to his wife, and he got another chick that he getting ready to call. And he's short. How dare you, Michael? How dare you at 5'4" sit up here and act like you could just dangle these ladies around? Please, boy. You don't have the height to reach that high. Okay. So I wasn't ready for this. When Michael said that Megan was his queen, I always thought that he was playing Sarah and Megan, right? But I thought that he was playing Megan more because he's married to Sarah and has a child with her. I didn't know that he was capping up Sarah's head because of his daughter and he doesn't want to mess up that relationship. Like, guys, I would have never thought that Megan was the one for him. It has nothing to do with her looks or how she carries herself. I just really thought that he was playing her so that he could get somebody to put money on his books. But he was always, why did you marry Sarah if Megan is your queen? I am so gagged. This storyline gags me every week. I can't. Megan, my queen. I was not expecting that. You sitting up here wearing a king shirt with Sarah, your wife, who's wearing a queen shirt, and you were in the damn confessional saying that Megan is your queen. Whoever produced this storyline, I'm telling you, man, give him a raise. This is such a good storyline. Every week, I'm like, what? Megan is your queen, but you're hugging and kissing over Sarah, telling her that you love her. She's shaking and crying, distraught over you, but Megan is your queen. Wow. Basura.